Attention passionate Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Let's get to the news all right. Seahawks fans, buckle up because what's swirling around the NFL right now could be a game changer for our team's future. Rumors are heating up about a potential blockbuster trade involving Patrick SCHNEIDER, the Denver Broncos star cornerback, and it's got everyone talking, especially us here in Seattle. And trust me, this isn't just some idle gossip. The stakes are high, and the implications could be a new chapter for the Seahawks' defense, which, as we all know, has been looking for more consistency and shutdown ability against the league's top passing attacks. Now, let's set the scene. The Denver Broncos, sitting at 3-5, are in a bit of a slump with rookie quarterback Bo Nix struggling, especially after throwing 4 interceptions in recent games. Their secondary, which was supposed to be a strength coming into the season, has been a mixed bag. They've given up an average of about 24 points per game, and their defense has been looking for a spark. There's talk that the Broncos might be leaning towards trading SCHNEIDER, a player who's been nothing short of elite in his coverage skills, to bolster their rebuild. Why? Because they're facing cap constraints, with around $10 million in cap space, and they've got some pressing needs on the defensive line, especially with 2 starters currently on IR. Plus, there's skepticism about extending SCHNEIDER, with some insiders wondering if a $30 million annual extension is worth it given their current rebuild phase. This is where the Seahawks come into the picture. At 4-4, we're in a pretty decent spot, but our secondary has shown some cracks, giving up about 24 points a game, which isn't exactly what we want to see if we're aiming for a deep playoff run. Our secondary needs more depth, more shutdown ability against the league's best receivers, and SCHNEIDER could be that difference maker. Imagine having a corner who's not just good but truly shut down, capable of neutralizing top receivers, and providing that elite coverage that allows the rest of the defense to play more aggressively. Seattle's secondary, especially with the likes of Devon Witherspoon, has been promising but needs that extra piece to elevate the unit to true lockdown status. SCHNEIDER is a 25-year-old cornerback out of Alabama, and he's already established himself as one of the top players in the league. With a career that includes 15 interceptions and 62 pass deflections, he's proven to be a game changer on the outside. His PFF grade hovers around 86.8, and he's known for his exceptional man-to-man coverage skills, allowing just about 38% completion across his career. In 2025, he's been fantastic again, snagging 4 interceptions, breaking up 14 passes, and maintaining a PFF coverage grade of 87. 4. His ability to erase top targets is almost unmatched. He's a true shutdown corner who can take away half the field when he's locked in. Even with injuries like his ankle issue in Week 6, he's come back stronger, shutting out Kansas City's offense in Week 10, allowing 0 catches. That kind of elite tech and instinct makes him a cornerstone for any top-tier defense. Now, why would Denver even consider trading him? Well, with the team's current cap situation and their focus on rebuilding, they're probably looking to shed some salary and gain draft capital. Reports suggest they're eyeing a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with some additional assets, in exchange for SCHNEIDER. The idea is to target picks that can help them rebuild their offensive line and other key areas, especially given their injury issues on the defensive line and the need to develop young talent. The Broncos are reportedly skeptical about committing $30 million a year for SCHNEIDER's extension, especially at this stage of their rebuild, so a trade could be the best move for both sides. For the Seahawks, acquiring SCHNEIDER would be a massive upgrade. Not only would it bolster our external coverage, but it would also give us that elite shutdown corner we've been craving since the days of Richard Sherman. Imagine SCHNEIDER locking down one side of the field, allowing our safeties and linebackers to play more aggressively and take more risks, knowing they have that reliable cover corner. This would translate into more turnovers, more forced incompletions, and overall, a much more disruptive defense. If we project his stats into our defense, we could see up to 6 interceptions, a significant bump in incompletions forced, raising our opponent's completion percentage from around 59% to closer to 65%. That's a huge difference, especially when you consider how much pressure that puts on opposing quarterbacks. His presence would also allow for more aggressive blitz packages. Currently, Seattle's success rate on blitzes is around 28%, but with a shutdown corner like SCHNEIDER, we could push that above 33%. That means more sacks, more pressure on the quarterback, and less time for them to find open receivers. Plus, his elite depth, being able to cover the outside effectively, would allow us to reduce yards per pass attempt significantly, bringing it down from 70 yards to around 62 yards per attempt, similar to what we saw in Denver when SCHNEIDER was healthy and thriving this season. And let's not forget the bigger picture, making a run at the Super Bowl. The current odds favor us at around +1, 200, but with a player of SCHNEIDER's caliber, those odds could improve to +750. His ability to neutralize deep threats like Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua, especially in high-stakes playoff games, would be a massive asset. We've seen how pivotal shutdown corners can be in the postseason, and adding someone like SCHNEIDER gives us that extra edge, that X-factor that could be the difference in close games. Of course, there are some skeptics, mainly from the Broncos side, who might question whether trading SCHNEIDER makes sense in a rebuild. But for us, Seahawks fans, this is an opportunity we shouldn't pass up. His elite coverage skills, combined with his youth and proven production, make him a cornerstone piece that could elevate our defense to new heights. It's a move that would send a message. The Seahawks are serious about contending now, and we're willing to make bold moves to get there. In summary, if this trade goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the season for the Seahawks. It would shore up a secondary that's been decent, but needs that final push to be elite. It could be the piece that puts us over the top, especially in the playoffs where every matchup counts. SCHNEIDER's ability to erase top receivers, combined with his ball-hawking skills, makes him a perfect fit for Seattle's defensive philosophy: aggressive, physical, and relentless. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is it really going to happen? Well, the NFL rumor mill is buzzing, and with the trade deadline approaching on November 4th, things could move quickly. Denver might be willing to part ways, especially if the right offer comes along, and the Seahawks are certainly in a position to make a compelling case. Whether or not it materializes, it's exciting to think about the possibilities. Adding a player of SCHNEIDER's caliber could be the move that propels us into serious Super Bowl contention. And remember, Seahawks fans, this is what makes following the NFL so thrilling. Every trade, every signing, every game can shift the balance of power. We've seen teams turn things around in a heartbeat, and with the right moves, Seattle can do the same. Keep your eyes on this story, stay hyped, and let's hope that come November 4th, we're celebrating a new, even stronger Seahawks defense ready to take on the league with renewed confidence. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think SCHNEIDER would be the perfect fit for our defense? Or do you believe the Broncos should hold on to him and rebuild around their current roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. This is the kind of bold move we've been dreaming about, and it could define our season if it comes to fruition. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Seahawks news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our team.